Today on Selling Houses.
When was the last time this was painted?
It's more than 15 years ago.
I was going to say, who was the Prime Minister at the time? Was it the Thatcher years?
3 rival sellers snoop each other's houses.
It's a snake!
Really?
Your child would have to be very, very naughty indeed, wouldn't they, to put them in this room?
I don't really know what to say. It's quite a sight.
I get tough.
That's... Can I say hideous?
And my sellers get creative.
First one done, 19 to go.
That's what you get for not reading instructions.
They get a week and £1,000 to make changes.
I've just realised I've picked up the wrong part.
All competing to win an offer from my buyer.
This is quite impressive.
I'm in Wolverhampton, home to footballing legend Sir Billy Wright, first player on earth to receive 100 international caps. The local property market is far from capped, though, with an average price rise of 4% in the last year alone. Fantastic news for my 3 sellers, all competing to win an offer from builder Gareth, who's on the hunt for a love nest for him and girlfriend Stephanie.
Do you both sing from the same hymn sheet? Because she's got a property and you've got a property at the moment. Are they similar? Are they completely different?
Actually.
And what sort of things are important within the house? Are you big entertainers? You got a big garden?
We like to have parties. A nice-sized garden,
Yeah.
that'd be great. 3 bedrooms minimum,
Right,
to be
okay.
honest. We tend to share the cooking. A nice kitchen, or even a kitchen where it's got option to extend.
Right.
Because I like a kitchen with lots of natural light looking down to the garden.
Are there any complete turn-offs? Anything that you absolutely wouldn't consider?
A house without parking,
Right, OK.
definitely. It's just too awkward.
You have lots of skills. You're a builder, aren't you?
I am,
So
yeah.
if I showed you something that needed a lot of work doing to it, it wouldn't necessarily make you run to the hills, would it?
No, definitely not. It'd probably put Steph off. But I could move her into a bedroom. She'd be fine with that.
To find that 3-bed home with a bright, spacious kitchen, off-road parking and a good-sized garden, Gareth has a budget of £180,000. I've lined up 3 great houses, but they all need to be whipped into shape before Gareth gets to see them. First up, it's engineer Pete and his new girlfriend, mobile cleaner Janine. Once a family home, then rented out for many years, Pete knows the house needs some TLC.
My house says to people, give me some care and attention. I've been sadly lacking it for many years now.
It's been on the market for 2 years, and despite having had 60 viewings, Janine's not surprised they've only had 5 very low offers.
The kitchen is very bad. It needs completely retiling, decorating, flooring, really everything.
And upstairs in the bathroom, things get even worse.
Some of the tiles are loose, so it needs, really, the tiles need to go back on properly, or maybe new tiles, so it looks shabby.
You can say that again. Time to pull your finger out.
We've never decorated
We've never
together.
decorated together. Pete will do the high bits and I will do the low bits.
This unloved 3-bed detached might have the off-street parking and garden that Gareth is looking for, but the kitchen's falling apart and so is the bathroom. It's on for offers in excess of £155,000. Next up, it's Polish builder Peter and his girlfriend Gosha. Peter bought the house with his ex-wife 8 years ago, but he and Gosha are keen to move on with their lives and buy their first home together.
The house is quite a busy house. It's 6 of us and 2 dogs and a snake.
No wonder they're bursting at the seams. They've even had to convert the garage into a bedroom.
It's our bedroom with a little tiny ensuite. The children live upstairs. The bedrooms are pink. They're very pink because when they were done, every one of them was occupied by a girl.
It's no wonder the house is cluttered. They've had to make use of every possible space.
The style is quite a chaotic one. Those are things that have been in my family for quite a while, and we can't really get rid of them. Around the house, it's definitely Gosha who's in charge.
I am boss.
This chaotic 4-bed semi is overcrowded and the bedrooms are confused. But it has the kitchen diner buyer Gareth is looking for. It's on the market for £160,000. Last up is Ian and his best mate Michael. Recently married Ian has moved in with his wife and is selling the old home he lived in for 10 years. But after 6 weeks on the market, this 3-bed semi is yet to sell.
My style is simple, functional, but yet quality.
But Ian realises his style isn't a selling point for potential buyers.
The entrance hall is quite plain, really, and I think that as a person walks in, then it perhaps lowers their expectations as to what to expect for the rest of the house.
No kidding. So, in a bid to inject a bit of style, he's roped in best mate Michael.
I should be able to sort that out for him and support him, morally and, if need be, emotionally.
Emotionally?
Don't worry.
I don't think painting the walls will be an emotional experience, Michael.
This abandoned 3-bed semi has all the space inside and out that Gareth is looking for, but the hallway lacks character and the decor in the lounge is bland. It's the cheapest of my properties at £150,000. So it's Pete and Janine's unloved detached, Peter and Gosha's chaotic semi, and Ian and Michael's abandoned semi, all competing for an offer from builder Gareth. But before he takes a look, all 3 sellers get to snoop around each other's houses, pointing out problems and picking up tips. Starting at Pete and Janine's unloved 4-bed detached, with the dilapidated bathroom and falling apart kitchen.
This used to be a lovely family home, but right now it feels very run down and neglected, and all any buyer will see is a whole lot of work. This house needs a lot of thought and some TLC if it's got any chance of restoring it to its former glory and hopefully entice some buyers through the front door.
First to take a look are Ian and Michael.
It looks a little bit tired. It looks like it needs reviving.
Could do with a look of paint. The woodwork is a bit rotten.
Not great outside, inside.
Looking at the patterned wallpaper, I suppose it's given me the idea of injecting a bit of colour and pattern in my hallway, which is quite plain.
He's learning. Beyond the hallway, a sort of study and a lounge that's seen better days. At the back of the property, the kitchen's doing little to impress.
I don't really know what to say. It's quite a sight. It's quite a sight.
We like cooking, don't we?
We like cooking. Would I cook in here?
No.
Not unless I want cobwebs in my pie.
That's a bit harsh. Upstairs, there are 4 bedrooms which have recently been decorated, and the master has Peter and Gosha thinking.
Maybe our house will be a bit more appealing if we have a bedroom, which is a bedroom.
The shocking state of the bathroom has everybody talking.
There's a carpet in the bedroom.
Who has a carpet in the bathroom?
I'm quite amazed that it doesn't, stink.
I can't feel any sense of pride in this place.
Now, coming in here does not give me the immediate urge to jump in the bath and have a soak with a glass of champagne.
Yeah, me neither. This house is on for offers in excess of £155,000.
I'm not surprised. I think that's quite good. If the property had been modernised, redecorated, revamped, they could command a whole lot more, I think.
Exactly.
The amount of work needed, the amount of investment necessary, it's just not a chance for it to make it sensible.
Mixed opinions on the price, but Peter and Gosha realised the importance of a decent master bedroom, while Ian and Michael saw the benefit to a warm, welcoming hallway. Next up, it's Peter and Gosha's chaotic 4-bed semi. The master bedroom's in the garage, the living room is full, and all 4 kids have taken over the entire upstairs.
Now, this isn't actually a bad-sized house, but there is so much furniture squashed in here, not to mention the exotic animals, that it makes it rather hard to get around. And also, the layout is a bit tricky. The master bedroom is currently downstairs, and what should be the master bedroom is being used as a little girl's bedroom. So I think a rejig and a good old clear-out is in order.
First to snoop are Pete and Janine.
It looks better than mine does from the outside.
Looks clean, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks nice, yes, but I prefer the traditional.
Well, what I like about traditional is that it's bigger inside.
Size matters, and you should know about that.
Of course.
Opposing views on the outside. Inside, the living room is proving overwhelming.
A lot of furniture.
Yes.
Yeah, which makes it makes the room look a little bit smaller.
I think
we can't get around here.
I think you should come and see this. Come and see this. It's a snake.
It's just a snake, really.
Oh no! I'm Africans. We don't treat snakes as pets.
Off the hallway, the kitchen is a real eye-opener for Pete.
Nice and clean.
It is.
Tidy.
Yeah. All the things that my
decors.
kitchen is not. Yeah.
Well, yes.
You tell him, Janine. Upstairs, there's 3 bedrooms, including what should be the master.
It doesn't look like a bedroom. It's like a child's mini apartment or bedsit.
I'd have expected to see a bed in here. And perhaps some curtains.
Down the hallway is a fresh modern bathroom, and the attention to detail has caught Pete's eye.
Yeah, the tiling is quite nice, isn't it? And it's so much better than mine. My bathroom does put people off. Yes, it puts me off.
This 4-bed semi is on the market for £160,000.
Yeah, 160 seems, it's no surprise to me.
Well, I would want it cheaper.
I think maybe that is a little bit too high. That's me personally.
It's mixed reactions to the price, but Pete realised that having a smarter kitchen and bathroom is key, and Ian and Michael pointed out that pets are not to everyone's taste. Last for a snoop is Ian's abandoned 3-bed semi, with its bland, bare living room and unwelcoming hallway.
First impressions are so important to any buyer walking through the front door, and this spacious semi has the potential to make a real impact, but instead it feels rather unloved and nondescript, with no real thought having gone into its decor.
First to look are Pete and Janine.
Could be a bit tidier.
The fence is definitely lets it down from the front.
Outside, it fails on curb appeal, and things aren't much better in the hallway.
I don't think much effort has been made, really, to impress any potential buyers.
No, it's not very welcoming.
Off the hall are 2 sitting rooms, but one's barely used.
The decor is quite dated. I don't think it's been redecorated recently.
And then there's the kitchen, which is much more modern.
Quite nice, isn't it? It's bright. Makes me feel that I should make my kitchen more bright and airy.
Upstairs, there's 3 bedrooms, and Peter and Gosha note the benefit of a toy-free master.
It's very unlike our little bedroom where you can only get to it from one side. It's actually quite exciting to be able to do this.
Calm down. But in the box room, things are a tad tight.
Your child would have to be very, very naughty indeed, wouldn't they, to put them in this room?
Yeah.
The house is on the market for £150,000.
150,000 seems a bit much, really, bearing in mind the work that needs to be done.
150, no. The state of the house doesn't justify it.
The rival sellers agree that the price is on the high side, but Michael saw the benefit to a splash of colour, and Peter and Gosha learnt the kiddie clutter has to go. Today I'm in Wolverhampton, giving 3 sellers tips on how to make changes that'll hopefully lead to an offer from my buyer, Gareth.
It's going to be our first home that we're going to be living in. 3 bedrooms and maybe a new kitchen or bathroom.
After snooping round each other's houses, all my sellers have realised they need to make changes to clinch a sale.
Mainly the kitchen and the bathroom. They do need some attention.
I think that my hallway is quite plain, so it needs to have some colour to make it a bit inviting.
I think what we want to do is reclaim the master bedroom.
Great, they've got it. Next, they'll get style advice, £1,000 and a week to kick their houses into shape. Starting with Pete and Janine's unloved detached. The 3 bedrooms have had a lick of paint, but the kitchen's falling apart and the bathroom's dilapidated. And in its current state, it's proving hard to sell.
When was the last time this was painted? Can you remember?
It's more than 15 years ago.
I was going to say it was the Prime Minister at the time. Was it the Thatcher years? We want a happy family kitchen. That's what we want. We want people to walk in here and say, oh yeah, I could be cooking, the kids can be having their breakfast, doing their homework. That's what we need to turn this from men behaving badly into a family kitchen.
Okay.
That's kind of what we've got to be tackling with. We clear the whole lot. We give it a darn good clean. We sort out all of the cupboards that aren't fitting properly. I think they need painting. Just a nice off-white or country cream.
Yeah.
You know me and my love of wallpaper. This is quite a bold wallpaper, which might make you run for the hills, but I think it would work really well in here. Something like that on that wall and on that part of the wall there.
I'm a little bit worried about the wallpaper. Some people might not like it.
No. But what it does is it makes a property memorable. If an estate agent is standing here taking a picture where you've got lovely wallpaper, everything's been painted, that photograph is going to stand out way more than this.
New look kitchen design sorted. Next, bathroom, which isn't just dilapidated, it's falling apart.
Janine, do you just despair?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I wanted to take the tiles off, but he won't let me.
No?
No.
What?
What can I say? Most of the tiles are still on. It's just that quite a few of them are loose, yes. And
They're not just loose, they're flat on their backs with their grout in the air.
Yes, I know.
The other sellers that came in here just said there is no way I would use this bathroom. this is probably the last room, if you were an estate agent doing a tour of the house, this is the last room that you would get to if you get them this far.
Yes.
And so they're already mentally thinking, well, the kitchen's going to cost me 15 grand. And then they get to here and go, oh, God, the bathroom as well. That's going to cost me an extra. It has to be changed. I think it needs an injection of colour, this house. This adds quite a nice little quirky feature. But just, again, just putting it up against that, a nice little pop of colour, just all around the bath to end there.
Yeah.
And then you paint the rest of the room this lovely, bright apple green.
Okay, yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. Me personally, I think the tiles are too much.
What this house lacks is an injection of fun and colour.
Yeah.
Something like that is fun and is colourful. Do you feel like you've been hit by a truck?
Yes, I was warned about you.
Yeah, good. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that I've lived up to my reputation. Well, it's good to see that Pete has made a start, at least. There's new carpet in the hallway and he's given it a lick of paint. But there's so much more to do. I've targeted the 2 key areas that I think need the most work. And if he can do a good job on those, he stands a much better chance of getting a buyer through the door. But I tell you something, that is an awful lot of work.
Yeah, she was a little bit brutal, but maybe that's what I need, you know, I need a good kick up the backside.
You can say that again. Go on, Pete, get him off.
OK, that's probably a new bath needed.
And in the blink of an eye, they're gone. Next, that falling apart kitchen. Sugar soap is the surefire way to remove years of grease and grime, so the paint will stick to the cabinets.
It's like Laurel and Hardy here, isn't it? Hey, Ollie.
Next up, it's Ian and Michael's abandoned semi, which offers 3 bedrooms, 2 receptions and a good-sized kitchen diner. But the bland decor makes this property feel cold and uninviting.
Might want to lose that.
That plant has been with me 10 years.
I think it needs a decent burial somewhere now. Why do you think people aren't biting your hand off for this house?
Well, I think that the property looks quite plain, if I'm honest. I've always approached selling properties from the point of view, give them a blank canvas and a person can put their own stamp onto it.
Yeah, and that's great if you're attracting the 10% of buyers that have an imagination. If you get 10 people through this door, one of them will be able to see what this looks like or what it could look like. The other 9 will come into the front door, look at this and instantly decide that they don't want it. So we need to inject some warmth and love back into here. It's a 1930s house, isn't it?
That's right.
So I think we should embrace that. Embrace all those lovely, rich heritage colours that you had in the 1930s. So this sort of thing is what I was thinking. What it's crying out for as well, I feel, is a dado rail. And then you have a wallpaper below the dado rail, and then you paint above it. It's a sort of quartz pink. How are your wallpapering skills?
Mine aren't too bad.
Don't look at me.
All right, you're in charge of above, you're in charge of below. Vintage mirrors. A whole bank of them going up there would look absolutely glorious. How are you good at rummaging? Are you good at going around junk shops?
I know my mother-in-law is...
Give her a brief, let her loose.
Beyond the bland hallway are 2 sitting rooms, the second of which doesn't get much use.
This initially was the main living room, so
Right.
I would have spent most of my time here.
Okay, so slowly but surely, you've moved a lot of stuff out, and it's now just music and a sofa.
That's right.
You've already got a fantastic sitting room next door, so I feel that this really needs an injection of life, and I think you can afford to be a bit playful with this one. I mean, this would make a great kids' playroom. It would be brilliant. You put all the toys in it, shut the door on it. So one of the things I was thinking is that you create a focal point that when you walk in, your eye is drawn to that wall. And I looked at your fireplace next door, which is beautiful. Now, if you painted that out in a chalky matte paint, I think it would really stand out, because at the moment, again, it feels quite dated and quite old.
Downstairs sorted, upstairs 2 of the bedrooms are well presented, but the box room is a real letdown.
You need to put this back to a family home.
Yeah.
Even though you're trying to move on. Keep it as a single bedroom. You could repaint this, paint it a nice white to lighten it up. Don't tell me it's a family heirloom. Been there for years. Carpet. That's... Can I say hideous? That is hideous.
I must admit, you're not the first one to say something.
No,
about
I'm sure I'm not. So can you please get this up? And in here, I think a lovely cornflower blue. Don't do wishy-washy. Don't do icy cold, because that will make the room feel really clinical. 7 days, £1,000. You are going to be working around the clock, and I think it will probably break the pair of you. Just thought I'd flag all of that up. It's quite an odd one, this. The owner of this house is so full of life and bright and bubbly and fun and a real character, yet his house is bland and dull and boring, and that, I feel, is why it's not selling.
Really nice chatting to Amanda. She had some very interesting suggestions as to how to make the property more appealing to a family, and I look forward to getting things started.
First up, it's time to say goodbye to an old friend. Carpet out upstairs and downstairs.
It's proving to be more time-consuming than I would like.
While Ian wrestles with the carpet, up in the box room, it's all blue skies for Michael, as he goes with the cornflower blue I suggested.
It's really bright. It's Carolina.
But too vigorous with his roller and he hits a snag.
It's definitely going to notice that.
What happens is, when you get a corner that you can't use with a roller, you get the brush and you gently do that. You stick to the big easy bits and you leave the difficult small bits to us, okay, Mike?
All right, then.
Something tells me this could take a while. Last up, it's Peter and Gosha's chaotic semi with 4 bedrooms and extensive kitchen diner. However, the master bedroom has been hijacked by the kids and turned a distinct shade of pink, and downstairs is very cluttered.
When you walk in, there's so many pieces of big furniture that it gives the impression that it's much smaller than it should be.
We've had that feedback from buyers, and yeah, I think that's very accurate.
It needs to be sleek and modern and fresh, like your kitchen and like your bathroom.
Okay.
Why is there a snake in your lounge? Why is it here?
He's part of the family, you know.
I'm sure he is. A third of the British public are terrified of them. It's one of the most common phobias. Every other seller that came in here looked at it and went, oh my goodness, no. Move it somewhere, maybe into your son's bedroom. Just get it out of the main room. Your use of colour is great in this house. But you come in here and everything is brown and caramel. And it just, to me, you need a pop of colour. The pink sofa that is in your daughter's room comes and goes into that corner. So it's a kind of rejig of the house. So that's this room sorted. I think we need to now go up and have a look at reinstating your master bedroom.
Absolutely.
You guys lead the way.
Thank you.
So this is your master bedroom.
Yeah, technically it is supposed to be a master bedroom, and it isn't.
I think it needs to become a master bedroom again. So you need to get rid of the bunk bed study area and put a nice big double bed in here. The pink, as lovely as it is for a little girl, it's not great for a grown-up space. So I think we need to get rid of the pink, which rather you than me, because that's going to be a lot of coats of paint. Go for something bold. I think a lime green would work brilliantly across there.
Green? You happy with green?
Yeah, you're all right with green. You like colour, don't you? You're good with colour. Doable?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
7 days, £1,000?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I like, confidence. This house, with its current layout, works really well for them, but it's clearly not working well for buyers because it's been on the market now for nearly half a year. And I feel that what they need to do is totally rejig it, make it work for the buyers and not for them.
It's a challenge. We like challenges. It's we take things on and we win. So it's just going to be another win.
Cool fighting talk. And first thing to conquer is the clutter. Then the pythons moved upstairs.
Yeah, he's going to live up here now. It makes sense to get him out of the way. Shall I?
And the pink sofa down. On to decoration, and Peter's got a nifty way of ensuring the existing wallpaper doesn't peel when he paints over it.
I need to put some PVA over it first, let it dry well, and then put a coat of paint over it. The wallpaper doesn't always take well to painting because it absorbs the moisture and the adhesive.
And he wastes no time painting the bedroom wall the green colour I suggested. My Wolverhampton sellers have made a valiant start to stripping back and revamping their houses in the hopes they'll win an offer from my buyer, builder Gareth, who's looking for a home to share with his long-term girlfriend.
We're looking for a house that we can buy together, something that we can expand or put our own stamp on.
At Peter and Janine's Unloved Detached, it's all about fixing up the falling apart kitchen and that dilapidated bathroom. The old tiles fell off in no time, and they've drafted in Charles, the handyman, to put up the spotty tiles I suggested.
I'm going to enjoy having my first bath with those tiles, you know.
Without one falling on your foot.
Bathroom under control, onto that decades-old kitchen that's prepped and ready for my feature wallpaper idea. All they've got to do is hang it.
Is that the top or the bottom?
No, this is the top.
How can you tell?
Come on.
Oh yeah, that's the
How
top.
do
I can
flowers
see
go?
it now.
Does that look straight? Because we haven't got a plumb line, have we?
Well, it looks straight to me, but everything looks straight to me. Even George Michael looks straight to me.
Cheeky. Papering underway, Pete's newfound enthusiasm for decorating continues with the vibrant green I suggested to complete my bold bathroom scheme.
Brings out, doesn't it, the green spots
That's the whole
on the
idea.
tiles.
Well spotted, Pete. Over at Peter and Gosha's chaotic semi, the declutter is complete. The once pink bedroom is now a grown-up green, and the bland beige in the lounge is being replaced by the bold feature wallpaper, which will really stand out in an estate agent's photo.
I would be very tempted to draw little stick figures on it and colour in the windows with little lights and things. It would be a very strong temptation.
That's a great idea, Peter. If you've got the time, I've got the crayons. At Ian and Michael's abandoned semi, it's all about embracing the 30s and adding colour. Ian's gone with my idea of papering the chimney breast with a deco geometric pattern, and he's even roped in wife Emily to help lighten up the dark fire surround.
I think it needs a woman's touch, just to make it look a bit prettier and a bit more homely and a bit more lived in.
Think anybody's going to notice that?
I think I would.
Not quite the finish I was hoping for, but at least it's staying on the walls. Wallpaper up, Ian whitewashes the floor to complete the modernised look. At Peter and Janine's unloved detached, the kitchen revamp is well underway. The last of the wallpaper is going up, which contains the colour palette for the rest of the kitchen. The warm white for the doors.
I think this will, completely change the units.
And also, it's brighter. It makes the kitchen look brighter, which is always a good thing, I think.
And a pale blue for the walls.
First bit, here we go.
It's bringing warmth into the kitchen.
Amanda will love it.
I hope so. I did choose it. Back at Peter and Gosha's chaotic semi, the bedroom's green and the decorating is done throughout. The big bulky furniture is being replaced with space-saving flat pack upstairs and downstairs. Let's hope Peter's following the instructions to the letter.
It looks spacious, it looks bright, it looks very modern. It's all right, it's not too bad. Can we get that in now or not?
I'd say not.
That's horrible, isn't it? That's what you get for not reading instructions.
Despite the stress, the room is nearly finished and the couple haven't even come to blows. Until now. At Ian and Michael's abandoned semi, it's all about first impressions, as the hallway goes from bland to bold with the help of father-in-law Clive.
It's amazing what difference a sharp knife makes.
The painting is finished in the box room, and to complete the look, Ian's wife Emily is upcycling the old pine bed. Oh, and she seems to be doing the bench as well. Back indoors, Ian and Michael are getting ready to paint above the dado rail in the hall, the warm pink I suggested.
I've just realised I've picked up the wrong pot. I've got some magnolia as opposed to white. I'm going to try a mixing thing. And we're going to create a new colour, Pinknolia.
Magnolia.
Yep, that's Pinknolia, all right.
Have you mixed enough for, like, all the four?
No.
Yeah, good luck with colour matching that then.
Great.
Back at Peter and Janine's once unloved detached, the freshly tiled and decorated bathroom is getting a new lease of life with a crisp white lino, and the new look kitchen is coming together.
Right, that's first one done, 19 to go.
And the final pieces of wallpaper are about to go up.
We're not quite there yet, but the end result is it's looking good.
The kitchen was tired, dark and dingy. Now it's got a bright and vibrant bold theme. It'll catch the eye of any buyer. Total cost £353.
It's lovely. This is great, because this is bold. I ain't going to get away from that. This is bold.
It is, yeah, I thought that.
But it's bright, it's sunny. Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
It's welcoming. It looks like someone lives here.
Yeah.
And I would eat off that table and I would cook in the kitchen.
Yeah, I think it's
now.
beautiful. Really, really well done. Can I go and have a look at the bathroom?
Well, certainly.
Yeah.
The dilapidated bathroom has been fixed up and filled with a fun new colour scheme and a fresh new floor. Total cost £796.
My goodness, what a difference.
It's transformed, isn't it?
Oh my goodness, yes. Brighter, more appealing.
Just colourful and fun. I know you weren't overly keen on the tiles. Are they growing on you?
Well, they've grown on me, yes. This was a little bit of a culture shock for me.
It needed an injection of fun.
A splash of colour and yes, and fun. It was lacking that.
Do you think that you've done a lot to help improve your chances of selling?
Yeah, there's a much better chance of selling now. It's got to be.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
At Peter and Gosha's not-so-chaotic semi, the bold master bedroom scheme is almost complete. And in the lounge, Gosha's adding a personal touch with some family photos.
Gosha's saying if I'm upside down, everything's as it should be.
The living room was bland, crammed full of furniture and even housed a snake. It's been cleared out and given a vibrant new look with funky wallpaper and more modern furniture from upstairs. Total cost £683.
Oh my goodness, it's a different room, isn't it? What do you think of the sofa down here? Do you like it?
Yes.
Yeah? You happy? It's made a massive difference taking the TV and the big units that were here, because they were some lovely, lovely pieces, but they just made the room feel really, really small. But now you come in and it's big and it's open.
I'm getting used to it.
Yeah.
It's walking into this room, it's like walking into somebody else's house every day.
You keep thinking you've gone to the wrong door. Wow, I'm in someone else's house.
But it's it's okay.
And because you've kept everything else simple with the black and white monochrome look, and then you've just got that pop of raspberry, I think the makeover is tremendous. It really is.
I think we should have done it 7 months ago, to be honest.
You know what? I think it's lovely. It's brighter, it's lighter, it's airier, it's worked really, really well. It's been very, very well executed. Well done.
Okay, thank you. Good to hear that.
Can we have a look upstairs?
Oh, absolutely.
I want to look at this new master bedroom.
Upstairs, the hijacked master bedroom is back. The vibrant pink and bedsit style furnishings have gone, and it's now a light and spacious double room with a hint of sophistication. Total cost £578.
Wow. Wow. Look at this. Oh, it's lovely. Because before we had the pink and the silver and this enormous thing here. And it's, as we were saying before, so many people, unless they see a room that's designated as a master bedroom, they won't see it. People would have come and looked at this and just thought of this as a kid's room. And now it's gorgeous. It's really... Are you pleased?
Yeah, I am.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's great. You know what's lovely about it is that it's simple. It's streamlined, yet it's still got a lot of detail. I think it's great. So your daughter's not seen the new room yet, has she?
No, she has no idea that this has happened. She'll be quite surprised. Can't wait to see her face when she sees it.
At Ian and Michael's abandoned semi, in the hallway and lounge, my 1930s scheme is almost complete, and a fresh new light carpet is going down in the box room.
There you go, love. New carpet for you.
Who did the carpet pieces then?
The bedroom, lounge and hallway are nearly finished. Ian just needs to get those 30s mirrors I suggested to line the wall up the stairs. Armed with his mother-in-law Vicky for company, they head to a local salvage yard.
Oh, I think I can see some mirrors. Oh, here they are. Yeah, well.
There's large ones there. You don't want very large.
Not too large. I think these are
that sort.
the ones that we're after.
It'll make a lovely finishing effect.
Ornate mirrors enhance the 1930s character of the house.
Yeah, it's going to create quite an interesting look. But if there's one thing I've come to learn throughout this whole experience, don't let Michael anywhere near a roller.
The hallway was dull and lacked character, but now it's a bright and welcoming entrance. Total cost £395.
It's beautiful. What a difference from that stark, cold hallway. So the dado rail's gone in.
Dado rails up.
New wallpaper.
New wallpaper,
And the
yes.
pink. Now let's talk about, was it Pinknolia?
Pinknolia, my own creation.
Pinknolia, Kate, you've become your
You
own...
will not find this colour
Anyway.
anywhere else on this planet.
Floorboards are lovely. They've come up a treat.
They are, yes. I didn't realise white could look so good on the floor, but it does.
This sets the bar. This is the impression that everyone is going to get from the rest of the house. So when you walk back into here now, what do you think of it?
I think it certainly has a nice homely feel.
It's beautiful.
And you know, it's kind of quaint.
Half the battle with selling a house is to show that you as an owner take pride and care in your house. This isn't your favourite room of the house, is it?
No, it's the living room.
Excellent. Can we go look at it?
OK, after you.
The living room was bland and featured a dark and drab fireplace, but that's all changed with a bright modern colour scheme and bright feature surround. Total cost £389.
Wow. So this is your favourite? I can see why.
This is my favourite room, yes.
What do you like about it?
It's just the contrast of the white with the grey. And plus it's just a completely different look from what it was before.
Well, it's quite gobsmacking, actually, because it is totally different. I mean, I think, and we touched on it last week, how a lot of the rooms just felt slightly neglected, and this has come up a treat, hasn't it?
It has, yes. That's Emily's handiwork. She's done really well with it.
Yeah, she's done a great job. A great job. And just all the little, you know, the floating shelves, the colours. It feels like a loved house now, as opposed to one that was sort of in a slight transition. Upstairs bedroom as well. Amazing.
What was a cramped box room is now a light, bright room with an upcycled bed ready to relax in. Total cost £240.
Are you happy with what you've achieved? You should be.
I am. I'm quite impressed, actually, with the transformation.
Yeah. Well, you imagine as a buyer now walking into this room, all of a sudden you can see yourself. You can envisage yourself in here. And I just think it's just such a clever transformation.
In Wolverhampton, all three sellers have pulled out all the stops to impress my buyer, builder Gareth.
We're looking for a 3-bed house, something we can put our own mark on.
Well, hold on to your hat because it's time to view our 3 properties. Pete and Janine have refreshed their unloved detached by creating a bright family kitchen, placing the dilapidated bathroom with a vibrant, fun look.
We've coped with the stress quite well. You know, we haven't turned on each other, have we?
No.
Or anything like that. So it's been good. It's been a good experience.
Peter and Gosha gave their chaotic house order by clearing and reviving their lounge and reclaiming their master bedroom.
Once more, we proved that we can put our strengths together and, you know, get things accomplished in a short time and, you know, to a high standard. So, yeah, well done us.
Ian and Michael have embraced the 30s by injecting warmth to their hallway, livening up their lounge and brightening up their box room.
I think we're on the verge now of getting this property up to spec and standard so that it will be appealing to a range of buyers.
All 3 houses are finished and ready to be shown to my eager buyer, Gareth. First up, it's Ian and Michael's vibrant and modern 3-bed semi.
So this is the first house that we're going to be seeing. 30s period your thing?
Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah, it's got a garage, so it's a good start.
Yeah. In terms of the size of it, it's a 3-bed.
Yeah.
Bags of potential. Should we get inside and have a look
yes,
around?
Great.
Let's go and have a look.
Let's hope the new styling catches his eye.
So come on through. Initial impressions.
Nice hallway, plenty of space.
Decor-wise, is this the sort of style, or are you more minimalistic?
I do like traditional look. So yeah, it's kind of, I'd have to put my own stamp on it, but yeah.
OK. So far, so good?
So far, so good.
Excellent. Let's continue the journey.
The vibrant theme continues in the new-look living room.
So this is the posh room.
Yeah, I like this. Yeah, it's quite bright as well.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it. I think the wallpaper's quite nice. It's not even something that I'd pick, but yeah, it's good.
Good feeling.
Yeah, good feeling.
Excellent, excellent. Let's go and look next door.
At the back of the property is the second reception room with French windows opening onto the garden.
So this is one of the rooms that hasn't been made over.
Well, I like the fireplace.
I love that fireplace.
So that'd stay straight away.
How much do you think it's being marketed for?
About 160, 165 maybe.
150.
150? That's quite surprising.
That's good surprising though, isn't it?
It is, it's good. Yeah, nice.
Off to a good start.
Yes.
I like it. Right, let's go and look at some others.
The house is a hit and Gareth can see the potential it has to offer and was pleasantly surprised with the price tag of £150,000. Next, it's Pete and Janine's no longer unloved detached with the revamped family kitchen and bathroom.
So I think that this house is going to be quite an interesting option for you. It's not period, it's sort of mid-century. It was built in the 1950s. What do you think of it from the outside?
It's got potential.
The beauty of it is it's detached, which is always good, but I'm being honest, it needs a lot of work.
OK.
Which is where you come in. Should we go and have a look inside?
Yes,
Come and have a look.
thanks.
An open-minded reaction. Let's hope Gareth can see the potential on the inside.
Come on in. big space.
Yeah, it is. It's nice that it goes straight into the garden.
Obviously, you're looking at it from a builder's point of view. But for Stephanie, I guess she's looking at it from a, I want to move into a house.
A home.
Yeah. What would she think of decor, of style? Would she change things?
I think the decor is great, and I think she'd love the wallpaper and the colours. The kitchen's just a bit dated, so and she's got used to quite nice kitchens. So,
You spoil her.
yeah, so I think that'd have to be changed.
Yeah. Should we look upstairs?
Okay.
Probably a good thing Gareth didn't see the kitchen 7 days ago. Let's see what he makes of the spruced up bathroom.
What do you think?
It's not too bad actually. Tiles are quite funky.
I like the tiles. They're good, aren't they?
Yeah, you can tell it's had a bit of work done to it recently, and it's got new floor. So it's a nice size as well, but I'd probably still want to put my own stamp on it.
I think the thing is with this bathroom is because it's bright and it's fresh and it's light, you could live with it.
Yeah.
While you're doing
Oh, definitely.
the rest of the house.
Definitely. This would probably be the last room that I would do because it's perfectly fine the way it is.
Let's talk prices then.
I think it would be marketed around about the 165, 170 mark.
You will be pleasantly surprised. Offers over 155.
Really? Okay, that's good. For a detached house, I do think that's really good. Yes.
Should we go and look at one last thing? One final roll of the dice, and then we've got to sit down and do some serious talking.
2 houses down, and he's liked them both. Last up, Peter and Gosha's no longer chaotic, much more grown-up semi.
Have you looked at many modern houses?
No, not really.
You do get quite a lot of space in here, and it's ready to move straight into. So I guess it depends on whether or not you are desperate to put your stamp on it, or whether you did want to just go straight in. But let's go and have a look at it in any case, yeah?
Okay,
All
great.
right, come on then.
Downstairs, there's that converted garage, a modern kitchen diner, and that cleared-out, much more modern lounge.
Come through.
Okay.
What do you think?
It's quite good actually. It's a nice size. It's a shame that you're walking straight into the living area.
Yeah.
Which is always a little bit off-putting for me. But the room itself, it isn't too small.
So you've never looked at new builds, so your preconceived ideas outside was that it was going to be quite pokey.
Yeah, it was.
Decor-wise, style-wise, quite modern.
The style's
quite
it's quite modern. It's nice. It's probably not something I would pick, but you could move straight in.
Yes, you could, Gareth. Upstairs, there's 3 bedrooms, including that now also-grown-up master.
See, I think, as bedrooms go in new builds, this isn't a bad size.
This is big. This is quite impressive. And it feels quite roomy as well, you know what I mean? You could get more than just a couple of wardrobes. Like you say, you could get a chair and that in there. Yeah, it's a nice room. Overlooking the front as well, so I suppose you get some good light through that window.
Yeah, it's nice and spacious. So if you think about it, you've got the prerequisite 3 bedrooms, this being the biggest.
Yeah.
And the other 2 are decent sizes as well.
They are, yeah.
I mean, you could move into here and do nothing.
I probably wouldn't do anything in this room.
Would you like to guess the price?
170.
160.
160. Oh, that's not too bad then.
Not changed your mind though, has it?
No.
No. We'll have to try.
Yes.
Come on then. Let's go and find somewhere where we can sit down and think about everything we've seen.
3 very different houses and a lot of positive feedback. Time to find out if there's a clear favourite.
Has it been fun? Have you enjoyed it?
It has, yeah, it's been great. It's kind of broadened my horizons slightly, so the search that I'll do from now on will be a little bit wider.
OK. Well, I think it's probably safe to say that the modern house wasn't for you.
Just the fact that it was a new house. It was a perfectly nice house, just not for me.
Yeah. So then we sort of moved back in time to the 1930s house. Tons of potential in that one.
It was a nice house and it had a good feeling. So I warmed round to the house. I definitely wouldn't have viewed it to begin with. But once I got through the door, it was nice, it was cute, and it had some potential as well.
Bit of a curveball with the 1950s house. So much you could do with that.
Out of all the houses, that one I liked the most.
OK.
And it's definitely something I would not have viewed.
Right. What did you like about it then?
I liked that it was detached. The inside of the house got so much potential.
Yeah.
I could extend it. And the kitchen and everything, it was nice and it was airy and it was big, so it's got a lot of potential. But the only one factor that I couldn't get over is that the house was so close to the road. Although it's a quiet road, I'm thinking about the van that I've got, and then Steph's car, and then me trying to have another car as well of my own.
Right. So where you would put it all?
Yeah, I won't get it all there.
Right. Have you discounted it completely based on that?
Based on that, yeah.
So none of them are going to work for you?
None of them are going to work.
Never mind, never mind. So you're going to just keep looking?
Yeah, I'll keep looking. I think I can find it.
Excellent. I'm sure you will, and good luck with it wherever you end up.
OK, thank you very much.
Despite the fact none of the properties worked for Gareth, his mind has been open to different options, and Pete and Janine's 1950s detached was the clear favourite.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's great news, isn't
Oh, that's really the icing on the cake, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes it all worth it,
Oh,
doesn't
it does, yeah. Oh, wow.
And it's not bad news for the other sellers, as they've all made their houses much more appealing.
Very disappointed. Looking at the other two houses, we feel very disappointed that ours wasn't a favourite. I think it was the most inhabitable one.
Perhaps disappointed, bearing in mind the amount of effort that we'd put in, but I dare say that, you know, when people are looking for a property, they're looking for something specific.